Zulu King Just P, and Shaka Zulu Wat Slice. Peace.
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 Yeah, thank you for coming on, brothers. Thank you for tuning in to the family, the Spears and Mike's family. We want to give our condolences to our legendary Zulu King brother Pow Wow, who and his family and the Zulus who loved him and grew up with him. Pow Wow passed away. Pow Wow was one of the original members of the Soul Sonic Force. Um, I don't think they need no introduction. Those that are tuned into hip hop know that Soul Sonic Force had hits like Planet Rock, Renegades of Funk, and Looking for the Perfect Beat, and kind of basically pioneered this hip hop thing and took it to a global level. Um, Pow Wow is also one of the original b-boys. For those that don't know, hip hop culture wise, he's significant. He's actually one of the original Zulu Kings, um, one of the early b-boys, pioneering b-boys on top of that. So that's kind of ill to be like not only a pioneering MC in the culture, but also be a pioneering b-boy. And the Spears and Mike's family, as well as the Zulu Union, want to give honor and sympathy and the condolences to Pow Wow, our legendary brother, big brother in Zulu, and Zulu King. Um, yeah, man, what do y'all think about the loss of Pow Wow?
Um, it's definitely a big loss for hip hop. A loss for Zulu. And just the culture in general. I've had the chance to meet him a few times at Zulu anniversaries.
Yeah.
Always cool, funny,
Hmm.
like real good brother. You know, wasn't like arrogant or anything like that.
Hmm.
Um,
Humble.
very humble, very approachable, and like I said, like cool man, cool, cool brother, man. Like I think it's a big loss. You know,
Indeed.
one of the pioneers. But
Indeed.
condolences to his family though.
Definitely. My condolences also. I think it's again, just to piggyback off the fact that he was a pioneer in two different fields of hip hop, and that's amazing. And then just to think about that, like they didn't even know what they was really doing, and how legendary that was. So that's just amazing to think about, and salute to that. Definitely.
Right. And I'll be thinking like since his passing a few days ago, it's been I think about 4, 5 days since it was confirmed. And like I was like, as we know, right, the Zulu Nation and the Soul Sonic Force in particular, because of their success as a early pioneering hip hop group, they were the first worldwide tour established. So if you're thinking about it, this brother's going from the Bronx, right, to around the world, right? Like first starting as a b-boy, not even knowing where the culture is gonna go, if this is a fad, and then the dance maybe starts to not become as popular or whatever. Certain people stop doing it and transition to a different element within the culture, and then to have a hit record and then have that propel you out of the hood and take you around the world, man, is incredible. Imagine being from the Bronx or Bronx River in particular, from public housing, and then going to Europe. Like nobody ever did that in hip hop at that time. And then to bring the culture to the Europeans and show them what hip hop culture is. I mean, they must have had an incredible time out there. Um, Pow Wow was, we seen him dozens, I don't want to, maybe hundreds of times, I don't know, throughout our youth.
Mhm.
It was an honor to know the brother. Never acted any different than any elder Zulu, you know what I'm saying? Was A1, respectful, humble, mad down to earth, you know what I'm saying? Greet you, you know what I mean? And I remember I bumped into him mad times when I went to Bronx River Houses to kick it with Acer, to build with the brother Zulu King Acer. Just bump into him on the humble, greet brothers, talk to brothers, build with them. No, you always had time for the family, always had time for the Zulus. And I remember bumping into him also. P, was you with us when a Tribe Called Quest when they had the naming for Fife Dog
Yeah,
out in Queens? You was with us, yeah. You know what I
yeah,
mean? He was there. You know what I'm saying? And he showed the young brothers wild love. Like came up to us, greeted us, took some flicks with us. Just a humble legend, man. And it's a great loss for the culture of hip hop. A great loss for the Zulu Nation. So our deepest and sincere condolences to Pow Wow and his family. May his legacy you know, um, and his work, be remembered, for what it contributed to hip hop. Um, we've lost a lot of people in hip hop. We're at this age now in the culture where we're gonna lose some of our legends now. And one of the sad things is that a lot of these pioneers in hip hop don't even have healthcare coverage. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's been, I don't know if y'all seen that. It's been discussed a lot. Like, I think like certain people were trying to get that going. Like, I think I saw an article where Nas and certain other artists were like working to push for that to get
yeah,
some type of hip hop healthcare coverage. You know what I'm saying? For brothers like that were dealing with issues like Herc has had health issues throughout the years.
Hmm.
A lot of people we know Scarface has been hospitalized for long periods of times battling with health issues. A lot of our greats in hip hop are dealing with issues and healthcare is expensive. We know that. Most people know that, right? If you're not in a union or if you don't have a really good job that's paying for your health benefits, you could really probably not even be able to afford it. You know what I mean? So hopefully the pioneers and the new artists that have been more successful can find a way how to help each other and get some type of health coverage for these hip hop artists that paved the way for people to be millionaires and billionaires legit. You know what I mean? But again, rest in peace to Zulu King Pow Wow. Big salute. Peace.
jeez. That'd be a fake hard thing to do though.
Yeah.
Cause you got like how do we get it, right? We go through our job or we pay a copay to providers